We're not okay. When we're not okay, I'll be right here. I'll stay right here while we pray until we're okay. I'll be right here. Fall apart. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? Happy Sunday to everybody. Not even sure if Happy Sunday is the appropriate sentiment, because ain't nobody happy right now. I'm telling you that. And so I don't know if Happy Sunday is the sentiment, but hey George, hopefully we can access whatever we need, whatever emotions we need in this moment. For the first few minutes, of course, I just want to allow people to log on. And if you are here, if you're already here, hopefully you can find a quiet space. I'm actually downtown, and so there's a lot of noise happening and protests happening right at my window. But sometimes that's actually life. Like, you don't have the opportunity and freedom to find an absolute quiet place. And so this time is to practice finding the quiet place internally. When everything around you is loud and it feels chaotic and it feels like too much, this time right now is to simply practice what does it look like to find a quiet space internally. And so there's so many amazing accounts that exist right now where we can share the sadness, the rage, all the shit that we feel over this last, week and over these last years, right? But this space doesn't overlook those things. This space says that those things are present, and we want to carve out space to reset and to check in with our bodies and to check in with our minds and to check in with our friends and family and to just simply say, where are you? Like, how do you feel right now? And that how do you feel is not necessarily to be answered to someone else, but it's the awareness of self. Where in my body do I feel anxious? Where in my body do I feel sadness? Because we know that grief and whatever's happening emotionally and mentally often shows up in our bodies. And so this time is simply to check in with yourself. For me to check in with you, not as a leader per se, but as a friend, as someone who says, I want to come alongside of you as we journey what is very hard and sad times. Yesterday we spent about 4 or 5 hours protesting here in Atlanta, and we were met with rage and violence and aggression, and that sticks with you. We came home and felt it. We woke up and felt it. Some of y'all are out protesting now. Some of you are at home. Some of you are taking breaks. Some of you don't know what to do. You're fighting and working to say, what do we do right now? And so this is a moment where we say, this is not about the doing. This is about being. And in a land, in a time where nobody feels safe, it is so important that we practice carving out whatever safe spaces we can within our own homes, within our own families, within our own friendships. We got to find a way to, create safe space. And so I'm going to give it like 1 more minute and we'll get started. But if you have a pen and pencil, feel free to grab it. If you are a black man, I love you. A man of color, I love you. I'm so happy that you are taking time to just breathe. I am so happy that you are breathing. I acknowledge that you exist. I acknowledge that you are beautiful, that you are strong, and your tears do not make you weak. That you need to be supported and loved. And so, I'm going to introduce Marlon, my friend, who will lead us in a time of meditation. Marlon is, I would even say, one of my, hey Marlon.
Hey, how are you?
I was giving a
What's
little
up, y'all?
introduction. Marlon
That's
is,
what's up.
I met Marlon through my brother, Brian in Houston. Marlon is, I would say, Marlon, you're one of my spiritual leaders, teachers.
Thank you for saying
You're a
that, man.
friend. he is well, his accolades just go. He is a man of great intellect, a man of great wisdom, a man of great strength and thoughtfulness, and just a loving man who I know is fighting for the community, fighting for Black people, but has helped me understand that, you know, I have to be aware of what's happening in my body and how to navigate that. So Marlon, I would just love for you to take the next 5 minutes, and if everybody can find a comfortable seat, what we will be doing is 5 minutes of meditation. There's no particular way that you have to sit. Find a space that's comfortable to you, and then Marlon will be keeping time over here. You can keep a mental time of 5 minutes. And
That's what's up.
yeah, thank you for being here, Marlon. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm happy to see you as a Black man who fights for Black men as your work day in and day out. As a father, man, I'm happy to have you lead me in this time of meditation and lead other Black men who are here trying to figure out how the hell do we access peace in times like this. And so, you know, I give it to you.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you letting me be a part of this and helping to navigate this. This is cool. I miss y'all, man.
I miss you too, man.
For real.
I miss you too.
You know, as I've been thinking a lot about the imprisonment that many of us feel, many of us in our skin. The vestiges of slavery have taught us that we don't have ownership of our own bodies, let alone ownership of our own consciousness. And so the practice of meditation is it's like an emancipation proclamation. It leads you from the inside out through a freedom that will allow you to reclaim your own embodiment. You can take back your body, you know? And this practice involves you making the decision that only when you are fully present will you fully be who you are. Your capacity to be who you are is directly proportionate to your willingness to be present. So let's begin first by feeling your sit bones. So shift your body so that you can move into the beginning of this emancipation proclamation, and shift to the right and root your right sit bone down, and then move some of the blessing that may be in the way there on the left. It's a blessing. Amen. Amen. And then shift your right heel forward, then your left heel forward, and then bring your knees into alignment with your heels. So your knees are directly over your heels. Place your right palm on your right knee, left palm on your left knee. Inhale, lengthen the crown of your head. Breathe in. Open up your mouth and sigh it out. Yeah. Inhale, press into the palms. Breathe in again. Open up your mouth and sigh it out. Now lift and spread your toes, right? Feel the metatarsals, like the balls of the feet, they press into the floor. The heels of your feet, they press into the floor. The blade edges of your feet, they press into the floor. And inhale, breathe in through your nose. Keep your mouth closed. Exhale out through the nose. Now gently close your eyelids and allow the top eyelid intimately connect to the bottom eyelids. Now inhale, breathe in. Open up your mouth and sigh it out. On the next inhale, draw your shoulders up by your earlobes. Breathe in. Then generate movement as you draw the shoulders back, lifting your sternum up towards the ceiling. Feel dignity coursing through your body. Inhale, breathe in again. Open up and sigh it out. Take the next few minutes just first to listen to where you are as a GPS awareness of the now. Open up your ears like a floodlight and take in all the sounds of the room that you're in. Inhale, breathe in through your nose. Open up your mouth and sigh it out. Now take the floodlight of your listening down to a laser beam and find one specific sound in the room that's indigenous to the room, that speaks for where you are right now. Listen to it. Inhale, breathe in through your nose. Open up your mouth and sigh it out. Now move from your listening into the place where you open up your pores to feel for the temperature in the room. What is it, 71, 72, 73? How do you feel temperature-wise in the room? Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, sigh it out. You've used your listening to be where you are, the gauge of your pores to be where you are. Now begin to get a sense of how you feel in your body emotionally. In a word, maybe good, bad, sad, hopeful, hopeless. Feel how you feel. Your capacity to be vulnerable with yourself is directly proportionate to your willingness to evolve as yourself. So feel how you feel. Now inhale, breathe in through your nose. Open up your mouth and sigh it out. Now gently draw the attention to the center of your forehead, in between your eyebrows, aka the third eye center, and activate an inner awareness, an inner viewing of yourself with this next breath. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, sigh it out. Now draw the blood, your internal attention, the mind of your imagination, smack dab to the center of your head, between your eyebrows. Feel that space beginning to warm up, open up. The Bible says, greater is he or she that is in you than anything that's in the world. Draw your attention to that greater he, the greater she within. Now welcome how you feel, as if you are being held by the loving hands of the divine. We only let go when we know we are held. You are held now here. Release how you feel without an attachment to a specific outcome. Just let how you feel float away from you and see it. Inhale, breathe in through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Searching the underside of how you feel, the left of it, the right of it, the top of it. See how you feel as if you are so free from it, you can see it. Seeing how you feel lovingly floating like an intergalactic ball of light outside of who you are. Inhale love, breathe in. Exhale fear, breathe out. Inhale joy, breathe in. Exhale pain, breathe out. Feel where your feet are connected to the now, your sit bones connected to the now, your palms connected to now. What happened to you isn't happening now. You are free. Now gently open up your eyes. See how more illuminative the room is. Welcome home, y'all. This is your life. Relish it. Relish it.
Thank you, Marlon.
Ooh, that was good.
Thank you so much.
I love y'all so much, man.
I love you so much. Where are you at right now? Are you in Tulsa or are you still in Houston?
I'm in Houston. Yeah, I'm in Houston right now.
Houston.
Yeah, here with my baby girl.
Yeah. How are
Yeah.
you? How are you?
To be honest with you guys, I went on a retreat, an unplanned retreat on Friday. There were protests right outside my window, and I started to join the protest. But y'all, my purpose is my protest, and my art is my activism.
Yeah.
And so there are times when I got to protect my capacity to generate my art and my purpose, even at the expense of physically protesting and being an activist. Yeah, so that's what I did. I
Thank
went
you
to the
for that.
woods to create.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we need that permission even now as we try and figure out, and what is our place in all of this, because some people may not feel comfortable going out to protest, and that's okay. Some people may not know what can I do, and so I think even you just saying, which it felt like a permission to say, I had to protect what I know my purpose is, to generate art and to exist as the man that I am. Maybe the best thing for me was not to be in harm's way in the same way that someone else may feel the freedom to do. And so I think, man, thank you for the permission. And this is to all the men and women on live right now. Like, you have permission to show up how you can and how you feel
Yes.
comfortable showing up, and showing up for yourself. And some of us even feel ashamed to take times like this, right? Times of self-care while people are protesting outside the window. And you should not feel ashamed. You can hold both, right? We can
You can
hold
hold
our
both.
desire to
Hmm.
show up and our need to preserve ourselves so we can continue, right? So this is a long game. This is not a fast race. This is a marathon that we see has lasted for years. And so thank you so much, Marlon.
Thank you so
Y'all
much. I
follow
love
Marlon,
y'all.
Marlon F. Hall, right?
That's it. That's
Marlon
it.
F.
On
Hall on
Instagrams.
Instagram. Yeah, he's a lot of wisdom. Thank you, Marlon. I will let you go.
Thank you, man.
I will see you
Appreciate
soon
y'all.
in
Love y'all.
Tulsa.
Okay.
Love you, man.
Okay.
Bye.
I'll see you in Tulsa.
All
Bye bye.
right.
All right.
um, yeah, so that was my friend Marlon. If you're just getting here, we just did a 5-minute meditation. This is Will. Y'all haven't met Will. He's always with me because he lives here because we're roommates. And this is our last 3 days here um, in our home in Atlanta. And it's been an emotional time, right? It's crazy. Yeah, between us packing and then we stopped packing and then we went to protest. And it was one of my first in that capacity. And so I did feel the need to still show up here today to simply, to ground myself. And so if you have a pen and a pencil, I would love to start with a writing prompt. This writing prompt will be about 3 minutes. And so I thought, last week we did the dump where you just write what you feel, but I think today I just want to draw our intentions in a little more. And so we're going to spend the next 3 minutes doing a writing prompt. And that writing prompt will be a letter. Um, and here's what I want you to do. I know that we've been channeling our emotions in several ways, but right now I just want to carve out 3 to 5 minutes to channel our emotions and our feelings and our gratitude and our sadness and all that we feel in a very unique way, in a way of love, in a way of sending light and love to men of color, specifically Black men. And so, if you have a pen or pencil, we don't even have one, but or a phone. If you have your phone, um, that's fine. I'll write as well. But we just gonna spend the next 3 minutes, and I want you to write a letter to Black men or to a Black man. If you have a son, if you have a father, a brother, a friend, somebody, George Floyd, any of the men that we've lost, whoever it may be, I want us to channel. When I say channel, I'm not trying to be all mystical and deep. I'm saying I want us to intentionally write with our Black men in mind. Yeah, so if we can do that, and I'll make sure y'all know the artist. This is not my work that's up. The artist name slipped my mind, but I'll make sure I tag her in this video because this is not my graphic. But yeah, the next 3 minutes we will spend writing a letter to our Black men, a letter of love, a letter of support, and whatever you want to say, as a mom, as a sister, as a friend, a grandmother, as a brother, as a father. Let's spend these next 3 minutes doing so. And there's no rhyme or reason. Just go. You're not okay. I'll be right here. Now stay right here while you pray until you're okay. I'll be right here. We got about 1 minute to finish writing. And as you start wrapping up the beginning of your letter, it's okay if you don't finish it within this space. I just wanted at least to provide a space for you to start. And maybe this letter is something that you're writing for a few weeks. Maybe it's something that you continue writing. Maybe it's something that you share, that you find someone to share it with. And I think that would even be a beautiful thing for us to, maybe set our intentions for this week to finish that letter and then to actually give it to a Black man. And yeah, we love you. If anything, I want the Black man that exists in the space to feel safe right now. And so I say, you are safe here. We love you. Feel all that you feel. I have a friend, his name is Jeremy, who is an amazing singer. And today I just wanted to sit in a space with my Black brothers. And this may feel like the Blackest Black Safe Space episode, and it is. But I wanted Jeremy to sing for us. Let's see if Jeremy's there. I just requested Jay to just sing for us, and then later today I'll have Will share. You in the car? I love you. That's why you done stepped out of the car.
I had to step out for a second.
This man at church, y'all. This man at church. Man, how are you?
I'm good, man. I've been frustrated and angry and mad and sad and had a lot of emotions this week. But, we're going to get through it. I'm good. I was on the phone with, a minute ago, me and Cardell, mutual friend of ours. Yeah, we was FaceTiming, and we was just talking about the same thing, man. He was asking me how I was, and I was asking him how he was. I grew up, I'm in Alabama, so I've dealt with racism my whole life, you know what I'm saying, being down here in Alabama. So, and I was telling him that I'm not accustomed to it, not used to it, but I've seen it, so it kind of it doesn't affect me as much when I see stuff on social media.
It's been normalized, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's crazy. But seeing what we saw in the last week with George Floyd and all that stuff, it bothered me badly. It really bothered me. So,
would you say music is one of your ways that you feel like you stay safe as a singer, as a musician? Like, is that something that you feel like has been helpful to you?
Definitely.
Yeah,
That's my getaway. That's my
yeah,
safe, like that's my safe space. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's my go-to.
yeah.
Like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I know we only got you for a little bit of time, so if you could, yeah, just sing something, man. This is a space, and while y'all, while he sings, y'all can continue to write. But I just wanted him to sing, and I may put my computer on mute for a second because literally I see out my window that the protest is coming this way. But you can sing, and the protest can happen all at the same time. And this
Word,
is our
word.
safe space, so.
Word. It ain't gonna be long because definitely gotta get back in here. But
All right.
just wanted to encourage the people and encourage myself,
Yeah.
and say that it won't always be like this. God will perfect that concerning this. Oh, sooner or later, it will turn in my favor. It's turning around for me. It won't always be like
Yeah.
this. God will perfect that concerning this. Sooner or later, it will turn in our favor. Sooner or later, it will turn in our favor. Sooner or later, it will turn in our favor. It's turning around for me. Love you, sis.
Love you so much. So
No doubt.
much. Thank you. I know you got to get back. I love you. Be safe. I'm praying
Definitely.
for you. Thank you for sharing space with us, man. Y'all check him out. I'll make sure I put his information in the comments. This man is a brilliant
Definitely.
musician, a brilliant songwriter, a brilliant singer, as you know. Thank you so much
Hey, I
for
appreciate
loving
you.
on us in
Love
that
you,
way,
sis.
man. Get back to
Hey,
work. Thank you,
definitely.
Jay.
Love you, girl.
All
Hit
right.
me up.
Love you back. I will.
All right.
Um, so right now, there's a, I feel like we can just play a little homage real quick, um, for a good 30 seconds because this is happening outside of my window. And so, man, we are safely, y'all send y'all's love to this beautiful, peaceful protest happening literally outside of my window. It would be a disservice to me to continue a safe space and to not acknowledge the people that are outside right now fighting, walking with signs. And so, man, in honor of you, George Floyd, in honor of everyone that we have lost, what y'all see right outside this window is peaceful protests happening. And so, yeah, I can't be on here and not acknowledge what I hear right behind me. I don't think it would even be fair. But I wanted to do something. This is something really unique that me and Will are doing for the first time. And this is called the yell out. And so my therapist had me do this before where basically she's just like, what I want you to do is yell for 10 seconds and we'll do 2 rounds. Now, some of y'all might feel crazy and be like, girl, ain't nobody about to yell. My kid's asleep. If your kid's asleep, don't yell. Yell in the pillow. Fake yell at a different time. But the yelling is just the releasing. It's not a yell of anger. It's a yell of whatever you want it to be, right? And so this is gonna feel awkward because I'm even feeling awkward doing it right now. But I think even that is just like we don't know how much tension is in our bodies, and so for the next 10 seconds, I think we're gonna do 2 rounds of 10 seconds, and y'all just yell out whatever you want, and we just gonna be making a full out yell, and it's gonna be loud on this end. But join us, and if we feel awkward, if you feel awkward, we feel awkward too. But it's to get out of just get it out. All right. So count of 3. We're gonna do 10 seconds, so I'll stop us when our first round is over. 3, 2, 1. Ah! one.
Well,
I know that was crazy. That felt good though. That felt good. All right. I know that's crazy. We got one last round. You shake your jitters off. Hey, you standing up? I'll stand up too. All right. Here's our, actually, I'll get down like this. Here's our second round of yelling. We are yelling out simply to release whatever we feel. The tension, the sadness, the grief, a small practical way to just release what we feel. This is our last 10 seconds. We're going to go 3. And don't pass out because that took a lot of breath. So just know, don't try to be fresh. Take your breaths.
Take your breath.
Okay? Take your breaths. All right? This is weirdly good. See, somebody said, y'all, this was weirdly good. It is. It's an awkward thing that I just kind of like to do. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ah!
The protest caught up to me.
All right, y'all. That was good. That was good. I lost my breath. But that was good. These are just practical ways, y'all. Of
You know
just
what's crazy is
connecting.
how
But
when we no longer hear the other person yelling, it becomes uncomfortable. So they just like tells us.
just teach us, because y'all see how he just went into that whole teaching moment.
No, they just shows us like we have to share what's inside of us because it not only alleviates like the discomfort, but it just allows us to know we all share this space of like, oh, I have all this stuff packed inside of me.
Yeah. And sometimes we only say what we feel. Our comfort. We only feel safe enough to say what's happening inside of us when we hear somebody else say it.
Right.
And I even think that that's what this space is for as well. It's just like you hear me saying I'm in pain, so maybe you feel free to say I'm in pain too. Or you hear us saying, man, we're holding both joy and grief and sadness all in the same one. And so you say that as well. Yeah. This is it's about 8 o'clock. I'm probably gonna be on here for 10 more minutes. Friday, I released a song called Just Breathe, and I just want to say thank y'all for sharing it, as well as a meditation, and I'll be doing those every week. And so, if you don't catch this live and throughout the week you need to recenter, you can always go on my page, and there's a meditation there for you to do. Will you pull up those affirmations on your phone?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm going to do some affirmations, and I would love for you all to join me in those. And then will share. And then I just want to kind of hear from y'all and just kind of bring some people in live and hear from y'all a little bit. And then we'll let you go about your night. We don't want to. Somebody said the headache left after us. The headache I had left after the scream. Yes, girl.
Set yourself free.
Right. All right. So we're going to do some affirmations. And I was hoping that y'all would be able to read them. Maybe you can. If not, just repeat after me. The first affirmation is, my desire for freedom is not unreasonable. And you can repeat that. My desire for freedom is not unreasonable. I give myself permission to be angry without guilt.
I give myself permission to be angry without guilt.
My body belongs to me, and I choose to love it.
My body belongs to me, and I choose to love it.
I am breathing in peace and exhaling anxiety.
I am breathing in peace and exhaling anxiety.
I affirm that I see other Black people and I see them as beautiful.
I affirm that I see other Black people and see them as beautiful.
I give myself permission to rest.
I give myself permission to rest.
I love this one. Joy is also resistance.
Joy is also resistance.
My soul is too bright to be shaded with hate.
My soul is too bright to be shaded with hate.
We're going to double back on that one. My soul is too bright to be shaded with hate.
My soul is too bright to be shaded with hate.
Number 9, I am enough.
I am enough.
Number 10, I am Black and I deserve to breathe.
I am Black and I deserve to breathe.
Number 11, I am hopeful that our best days are ahead of us.
I am hopeful that our best days are ahead of us.
When I am weak, there is endless possibility to become strong.
When when I am weak, there's endless possibilities to become strong.
My tears are not a symbol of shame, but a testament of my strength.
My tears are not a symbol of shame, but a testament of my strength.
I am open to hope.
I am open to hope.
And the last one is, I am open to love.
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 Thank y'all. Those are some affirmations. I will send those out. Man, if you want to make your own affirmations, do that. That's a helpful. These are just practical things that y'all can do on y'all's own to practice being aware, to practice setting intentions. Yeah, in the morning and even now. If y'all want to just put some affirmations in the comments, yeah, I could read them as you comment. But it's helpful that in the morning, when you take your time of when you take your personal time to pray or whatever your morning routine looks like, affirmations are always, I feel like, a good way to just set your mind, give your mind some margin. Hey, this is what we are focusing on today. This is who I am today. So thank y'all for the affirmations. Will actually is a poet, and one of my favorite poets. And so this entire safe space, yes, I see you. I am filled with grace. Yes, Faith. This space, I've been letting my Black brothers come in and just share space to sing and lead the meditation. So I want Will to simply share a piece that he wrote today, which I love because it's present. This is a piece that he wrote today in his safe space. And so, Will, if you would share that, and then yeah.
So this poem is for all Black people, however you fall on the spectrum. I know that oftentimes Black men are highlighted in these moments, so we can't forget the Black woman,
yeah,
and just across the board who is suffering, right? And I just want to say I love you first.
I love you.
Here, borrow my shoulders for your tears. I love you too much to leave you alone with them. We got too much history with water and drowning, but let this love baptize you. Believe me when I say blessed are those whose skin write love letters with the sun. We be a skyline of melanin, scars and stars etched into our brown stone. Let my arms welcome you home. Hum with me. A change is gonna come. Come hell or high water, we will find dry land together, heal together, stay together, breathe together. Just breathe with me for eternity. And if no one has told you today, my sister, my brother, I love you, and I always ask God to keep you safe. Thanks.
That's why you always, I feel like you always find words. Like what are words doing for you? Or what are some things that you could tell us about writing through times like this? Like what is language? We always quote Toni Morrison, we do language. Yeah. But how can language and how can our words right now be a tool to help us practically work through some of the things that we feel? So like, what are some practical things that you can tell us to do daily?
It starts by being present and knowing what you feel in your body. Like last night after the protest, and I was in the shower, I asked myself specifically, what did I feel?
Yeah.
It was heaviness. Mm-hmm. It was sadness. Mm-hmm. It was, some sort of like gratitude that I was able to be involved and being able to confess. Confession. There's no redemption without confession.
Yeah.
There's no healing without confession.
Yeah.
So just being honest with yourself.
So you feel like writing is that?
Writing is that.
Yeah.
Writing is us telling the truth.
Yeah. 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 No, I love that. Yeah, I would love to just hear some of the ways that you all are practicing self-care today. If you all have affirmations, I would love to connect you in We got about 5 more minutes, and so I would love to just hear from you. Man, what are the things that you are doing? And I would love to hear from specifically any black men that are on this thread, and women, but I would love to hear from men too as well. Like, what are you doing to preserve yourself? What are you doing to process? What are some positive, healthy coping tools that you are using while you do that? So feel free to request to go live with me right now, because I want to see your face and hear from you personally. And if not, if you're too shy, you can put it in the comments. And yeah. Let's see what we got. A few people hear me to go live, but I'm trying to make sure y'all hear me to go live for this moment. I went to church online, ate some good food. Eric said they went to church online, ate some good food, went walking around the lake with parents. All right. Somebody said looking at positive and funny things on social media. Been reading The Artist's Way, joined a group of women online. That's dope. It's bringing me joy in the midst of grief. That's good. Yeah, I feel like Photography Nation Music, we are about to wrap this up. Today's a little shorter than we normally would go. I still got packing. Y'all, this is a never-ending packing of this house. But yeah, I just want to say a quick prayer. Oh, somebody requested. Let's see if they want to share. Share some self-care tips that they practicing right now. I just want to see y'all's face. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Will.
Hola.
How you feeling?
Good, good.
Good to see your face. Good to see your smile.
Thank you. Likewise.
Good to see you smiling. What's some things that you're doing to practice self-care right now? Some practical things.
Worship. I actually just enjoyed Fred and Kirk's verses
Yo,
battle.
I gotta go watch that joint.
That was everything. And like low key, not to like take away the seriousness of what I saw when I first came in with the meditation, but just laughter, because the whole time he was saying the steps, through my mind what was going was, you put your left foot in and you put your left foot out, you shake it all about. So I was low key laughing like during the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, serious, but just laughter makes a difference too. So
yeah. Well, all right. So if you're talking laughter, give me your number one comedy, like favorite movie, like the funniest movie ever to you.
I don't know. Rush Hour comes to mind the first.
Okay, I take Rush Hour. I take Rush Hour. All right. Well, thank you for being here. I love you. Be safe wherever you are. Yeah, and it's good to see your face and pleasure to meet you. All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Yo, so laughter is good. I'm trying to think of the funniest, like, what movie did you think of? Y'all put y'all's favorite, the funniest movie in the comments right now. Like, I'm trying to think of something that's just like, have you dead?
So this is stupid.
Mike Epps, though. What's the movie when Mike Epps got the silver suit on?
You know, I don't know nothing.
Yo, it's the stand up with Mike Epps with the silver suit. Okay, what's your one? Yeah. A Friday, of course.
Yeah,
what you about to say?
I thought Friday. But then I also know about Dinner for Smokes.
I never seen Dinner for Smokes.
It's so stupid.
Friday, Marla. Have Marla. Marla said Friday. Coming to America is funny. Yes. Coming to America is crazy. Harlem Nights. Yes.
The Anchorman.
Yo, I don't know if it's just me, but this movie white. With Napoleon Dynamite, he having me weak. But maybe it had me weak because I was a little already weak.
Not you can talk about.
Dumb and Dumber. Mr. Deeds. Hey, Tara. I love Tara. Y'all, we wrapping up. I love y'all. I'm going to say a quick prayer. And then wish y'all on y'all's way. For me, I'll be praying to God. I practice every Christian faith. And I know that means a lot of things to a lot of different people. So you can join me in this prayer. You can pray in a way that you feel comfortable with. This is just an invitation to consider. There possibly is a God, someone bigger than you, who is not intimidated by this moment, who knows and sees it is not okay and will execute justice on our behalf, even if we don't feel like it's happening now, who's present and is close. And so that's the God I will be praying to. And so I invite you to consider that with me and in this time. And if not, just send love. Just think of somebody and send love in your mind, whatever you want to do. God, thank you for a safe space to talk to you. Thank you that you are not a God that doesn't want to have a relationship, but you invite us to talk to you about the real stuff that's happening. Thank you for seeing this, for not being okay, but for your ultimate plan to save us and to bring justice. You are a God of justice. And so we know that the times when we feel helpless and hopeless, that you ultimately have a plan of justice that is far greater than ours. Would you keep our brothers and sisters safe as they protest? Would you protect their bodies? Would you awaken the eyes of those who cannot see the value of Black skin? Would you give us dignity and worth in us? Would you reinstill that in our hearts and in our minds? Would you help us love one another, to be honest about what we feel? Would you keep us safe? Would you give us protection? When we don't feel like we can protect ourselves, will you be that safety that we need? Ultimately, you are the safest space that I know. And so I just pray that you would be that same safe space to my friends on this live. Thank you for each and every person that is here. And I pray that you would be with them wherever they are, and be with us as a country. Be with the family of George Floyd and all the ones that we have lost. And give us hope that our story does not end like this, that death is not the Black story, the end of the Black story, that we are bigger than this moment. But we see what this moment is doing to us, and we acknowledge it and recognize it, and we just ask for strength. And in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a good Sunday. Wherever you are, be safe. If you out protesting, make sure you're taking the proper materials. What was that? Milk of magnesia, just in case you get sprayed. Gloves. Make sure you wear your mask, simply because we're still in the middle of a pandemic. So make sure you covering your mouth and being safe. Take somebody with you. I know in Atlanta, there's a phone number that you can. I don't even have a phone number, but I'll put it in the comments just in case you get arrested. That there are agencies and lawyers there that are bailing people out. We actually had a friend who got arrested last night, and we'll actually help facilitate some things around that, getting him out. So, yeah, I'll leave all that information in the comments, y'all. June 9th, you vote in Atlanta. What's the details of that as well?
So just make sure you know what your precinct is, where your voting place is.
Yeah.
Make sure you are registered.
Yeah.
And make sure that people have ways, if you're not voting by mail, you can also show up.
Yep.
An early vote, wear your mask, ask the people in your house, your neighbors, but make sure we vote. Yeah,
voting is a part of being safe, creating a safe space. Electing the right officials to help us change things is actually a part of being safe. And so if you're not out protesting, if you're not out doing whatever, at least go vote if you can, and be informed. Check your local listings for ways to get active, y'all, and take time to rest. Tonight, take time to rest, take time to think, listen to music. Next week, I'll be uploading a Just Breathe playlist with music that I just unwind to and recenter myself with. I love y'all so much. Y'all have a happy Sunday.